Conservative media titan Sean Hannity has been in the news for decades and has established himself as one of the most critical voices in America. However, a personal life behind the camera has ups and downs. Sean's life story enthralled critics and admirers, from his brief romance to a marriage that lasted more than 20 years. But why would his long-standing relationship have changed so drastically? In a startling change of events, viewers were left wondering what happened when Hannity's private life made headlines. Come along as we reveal the crucial event that precipitated his divorce and delve into the little-known aspects of Sean Hannity's relationships and life. Humble beginnings in New York City. On December 30th, 1961, Sean Patrick Hannity was born in New York City into an Irish-American working-class household. Hannity was raised in a pious Catholic home, emphasizing hard labor and discipline in Franklin Square, Long Island. His mother, a correctional officer, and father, a World War II soldier, ingrained moral principles in their children. Sean, the youngest of 4 siblings, had a somewhat typical upbringing characterized by a strong sense of familial ties and spirituality. He thrived academically at Sacred Heart Seminary and St. Pius X Preparatory School, demonstrating an early passion for public speaking and debate. Hannity left college early to follow his aspirations in media, despite his impressive academic record. His conservative views, which would eventually characterize his profession and personal convictions, were greatly influenced by his childhood. Early career struggles. Sean Hannity's road to stardom wasn't easy. After leaving Adelphi University and New York University, he completed several odd occupations to supplement his income. In addition to working as a bartender and house painter, he had aspirations of becoming a successful broadcaster. He landed a volunteer hosting job at KCSB, a small college radio station in Santa Barbara, California, in the late 1980s. His first significant opportunity. Even though it was an unpaid position, Hannity took advantage of the opportunity to refine his abilities and create his on-air image. After several divisive remarks, his show was unexpectedly canceled, but this setback strengthened his resolve. Unfazed, Hannity relocated to Huntsville, Alabama's WVNN and then to Atlanta's WGST. His unreservedly conservative opinions started to strike a chord with listeners, which helped him eventually become well-known nationwide. These early hardships established the groundwork for a career that would exceed expectations. Breakthrough at Fox News. In 1996, Hannity's big break came when Fox News co-founder Roger Ailes offered him a co-hosting position on the brand-new Hannity and Colmes program. The program, which was paired with liberal pundit Alan Colmes, took a lively point-counterpoint approach that became popular very fast. Hannity became well-known nationwide due to his fervent defense of conservative principles. He was a favorite among conservative audiences because of his ability to explain complicated political matters in straightforward terms. The show's popularity cemented Hannity's status as a media behemoth, which paved the way for his independent pursuits. After Colmes left the program in 2009, it was renamed Hannity, and Sean was given complete control over its course. His career took a significant turn with this shift, as he became a prominent figure in American political criticism. Although controversy surrounded his ascent, it solidified his status as a well-known figure in conservative media. Meeting Jill Rhodes. Hannity met local journalist and political columnist Jill Rhodes in 1991 while she was a radio broadcaster in Huntsville, Alabama. An affinity for conservative ideas and similar values drove an immediate bond. In 1993, the couple were married, starting a collaboration that would last many years. Rhodes was a vital backstage figure in Hannity's career, providing guidance and encouragement at critical junctures. She was Sean's primary source of motivation, and he frequently referred to her as the foundation of his success. Hannity and Rhodes seemed to be the quintessential conservative family as their family expanded to include 2 children, Patrick and Mary Kelly. Their personal lives were kept out of the public eye, and they kept a low profile. But ultimately, their marriage would suffer from the strains of Hannity's demanding job, posing unexpected difficulties. The rise of The Sean Hannity Show. Hannity started a syndicated radio show called The Sean Hannity Show in 2001, and it soon established itself as a mainstay of conservative talk radio. His status as a prominent conservative voice was further cemented when the show, broadcast on hundreds of stations across the country, allowed him to interact with millions of listeners daily. Hannity, who frequently included guests, was well known for his feisty monologues and frank interviews addressing critical political topics and current affairs. He won multiple accolades, including the Marconi Award for Network and Syndicated Personality of the Year from the National Association of Broadcasters for his ability to personally connect with his audience and make the show incredibly successful. Hannity was able to push his television career and other pursuits because of the popularity of his radio show. But as his notoriety increased, so did the scrutiny of his personal life, with many wondering how he managed to juggle his demanding work schedule with obligations to his family. Family life and parenting. Patrick, born in 1999, and Mary Kelly, born in 2002, were the joyful children of Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes. Hannity attempted to be involved in his children's lives and frequently stressed the value of family values despite his well-known work. Both Patrick and Mary Kelly followed their interests, with Mary Kelly becoming famous for her tennis skills and Patrick succeeding in sports. Hannity often talked about his pride in their accomplishments and frequently credited his wife, Jill, for giving them a solid foundation. However, behind the scenes, Hannity often missed extended periods from home due to the demands of his busy profession. His relationship with Jill started to suffer as a result of this stress and the constant media attention. Even though they made an effort to keep their kids out of the spotlight, their marital problems would soon become too big to ignore. The strain of public life. Hannity's public life responsibilities strained his connections as his career took off. There was little opportunity for personal relaxation because of the never-ending news cycle and the continual need to uphold his marriage. According to reports, Jill Rhodes, who had been a staunch advocate for Hannity's goals, became tired of the media hysteria that engulfed their family. Rumors about their connection started to spread, even though they tried to keep their personal lives private. Hannity's demanding schedule frequently involved late nights and extensive travel, which added to the stress. In theory, he was still loyal to his family, but the demands of his job made it more and more complicated to put his family first. Their marriage faced serious difficulties during this time, ultimately leading to their split. Divorce announcement in 2020. After 25 years of marriage, Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes startled fans by announcing their divorce in June 2020. The couple had mainly kept their marital problems out of the public spotlight, so the revelation came as a surprise. Hannity and Rhodes stressed their respect for one another and dedication to co-parenting their kids in a joint statement. The media mostly complied with their plea for seclusion during this trying time. The couple maintained a friendly connection throughout their split and were frequently spotted together at family gatherings. Many people were curious about what had caused their long-term relationship to dissolve after the divorce. Although neither side gave specifics, many conjectured that Hannity's career pressures and the difficulties of public life had been significant factors in their choice to split. Controversies and criticism. Hannity has experienced controversy on numerous occasions over his career. He's frequently been at odds with detractors due to his staunch support for conservative programs and people, leading to contentious discussions and public outrage. His tight relationship with President Donald Trump was one of his most prominent controversies, which sparked claims of biased reporting and a lack of journalistic ethics. Hannity's involvement in spreading conspiracy theories stoked criticism even more, with many claiming that he put sensationalism ahead of accurate reporting. These scandals caused stress in his personal life, in addition to harming his reputation in the workplace. His relationships and general well-being were further complicated by the constant media attention and divisive nature of his work, which made it difficult for him to maintain a feeling of normalcy at home. Life after divorce. Hannity mostly refrained from publicly talking about his private life after his divorce. Instead, he concentrated on his career, keeping his television and radio shows in the forefront of the airwaves. Hannity seemed to adjust to his new situation despite his difficulties. frequently highlighting the value of fortitude and faith in overcoming hardship. He has reportedly maintained a solid co-parenting relationship with Jill Rhodes, ensuring their kids always come first. Hannity's tenacity and fortitude have been demonstrated by his ability to overcome these obstacles in his personal and professional life. His divorce was a significant turning point in his life, but it also allowed him to reflect on his path and what he'd discovered. Sean Hannity's political influence. Sean Hannity's impact goes much beyond his work in the media. Republican audiences trust him because of his political comments and unwavering support for conservative ideas. During significant political elections, Hannity was a powerful influence on public opinion, frequently speaking out in favor of causes and politicians he supported. His close ties further increased Hannity's influence on well-known Republicans like Donald Trump. His position as a power broker within the conservative movement was solidified by his capacity to mobilize support for political issues. His opponents, however, criticized him for straddling the boundary between political activism and journalism. Hannity's influence on American politics is still evident despite the controversy. The role of faith in Hannity's life. His faith has permanently anchored Sean Hannity's life. Hannity, raised in a pious Catholic home, frequently attributes his strong moral and disciplined values to his religious upbringing. Hannity regularly addresses the value of faith and spirituality in his programs, despite his displeasure with some elements of organized religion. His views have influenced how he approaches social and political issues, frequently conforming to conventional conservative ideals. Hannity resorted to Christianity as a source of strength during trying times, such as his divorce. He's talked about how prayer has helped him deal with life's ups and downs, highlighting the value of hope and tenacity in overcoming hardship. Friendships with high-profile figures. Sean Hannity has developed connections with numerous influential people in politics and entertainment. Thanks to his charm and interpersonal skills, he's gained the respect and allegiance of well-known people such as former presidents, senators, and media tycoons. Because of these associations, Hannity has had access to unique chances and insights, frequently breaking exclusive stories and providing personal reports of political developments. Critics have also questioned his objectivity as a journalist, and these intimate ties have also caused controversy. Notwithstanding the difficulties, Hannity's network of well-known contacts still contributes significantly to his career and solidifies his position as a significant figure in politics and the media. Sean Hannity's best-selling books. Hannity is a best-selling author and radio and TV personality. Readers nationwide have found resonance in his publications, such as Conservative Victory and Let Freedom Ring, which further explores his personal ideas and political convictions. Hannity has written about various subjects from the worth of American ideals to methods for subverting liberal policy. His novels are well-liked by conservatives due to their direct and impassioned tone, which has increased his popularity outside of traditional media outlets. Hannity's position as a prominent voice in the conservative movement has been strengthened by the success of his publications, which has also given him another avenue to engage with his audience. Balancing fame and privacy. Sean Hannity has always respected his solitude, even despite his well-known job. He has deliberately tried to keep his family out of the spotlight, frequently stressing the value of preserving a feeling of normalcy at home. After his divorce, Hannity's demand for solitude grew even more evident, as he hardly ever discussed personal issues in public or in interviews. He's managed to keep much of his personal life private, concentrating on his career and family, even though his professional life is still in the public eye. Despite the difficulties of demanding work and constant media attention, Hannity's ability to balance fame and privacy is evidence of his dedication to safeguarding the people he loves. The impact of divorce on his public persona. An important turning point in Sean Hannity's public life was the news of his divorce. Although he had previously been regarded as a strong family man, the breakup raised questions about his private difficulties. While some detractors expressed sympathy for his attempts to preserve his privacy during a trying period, others questioned whether the divorce would damage his reputation as a family values expert. Hannity's professionalism and tenacity are demonstrated by his ability to pursue his job without letting personal difficulties overwhelm his output. The divorce also allowed Hannity to engage with his supporters more deeply by offering advice on tenacity and self-improvement. Hannity's awards and recognitions. Sean Hannity's many honors and recognitions during his long career are a testament to his contributions to political commentary in the media. His supremacy in the radio industry is demonstrated by the numerous National Talk Show Host of the Year accolades he's received. Hannity's efforts have also received recognitions from esteemed institutions like the Media Research Center and the Marconi Radio Awards. These honors highlight his capacity to engage audiences and shape public opinion. Even if some may disagree with his viewpoints, Hannity's acknowledgement shows how important he is to the broadcast industry and how much influence he's had on conservative media. Navigating media backlash. Over the years, Sean Hannity has experienced his share of media criticism as a divisive personality. Journalists and others frequently target him because of his controversial remarks and outspoken personality, casting doubt on his beliefs and strategies. Hannity has, however, continuously defended his views, pointing to his dedication to free speech and his audience's right to hear a range of viewpoints. He's confronted issues head-on, using his position to dispel myths and refute competing theories. Hannity is one of the most enduring figures in contemporary media because of his ability to handle criticism without compromising his beliefs, which testifies to his tenacity and commitment to his craft. The launch of Hannity and Colmes. The establishment of Hannity and Colmes in 1996 was one of the pivotal events in Hannity's career. Hannity and leftist pundit Alan Colmes co-hosted the Fox News show, which offered a forum for lively discussions on social and political topics. The show's distinctive concept, which combined opposing points of view, immediately became well-liked and demonstrated Hannity's capacity to express conservative opinions. The program solidified Hannity's standing as a proficient debater and pundit, even though the collaboration ended in 2009 when Colmes left. His status as a significant figure in the cable news industry was cemented when Hannity and Colmes' success opened the door for his solo program, Hannity. Sean Hannity as a mentor. Aspiring journalists and pundits in the conservative media have benefited from Sean Hannity's guidance throughout the years. His success story motivated numerous people to seek professions in political analysis, television, and radio. Young professionals have benefited from Hannity's ideas and experiences, highlighting the value of perseverance, honesty, and upholding one's convictions. His work serves as a model for people aspiring to have an effect in the media. Therefore, his mentoring goes beyond face-to-face contact. Hannity has ensured that his impact would last long after his time in the public eye by cultivating the next generation of conservative voices. Relationship with Donald Trump. One of the most distinctive features of Sean Hannity's career has been his association with President Donald Trump. The two have a strong relationship, with Hannity regularly addressing Trump's presidential scandals and defending his ideas. Hannity's steadfast backing of Trump has generated both admiration and condemnation, with supporters praising his devotion and detractors casting doubt on his objectivity. Hannity became a reliable source for conservative viewers due to their friendship, giving him access to inside information about the Trump administration. Hannity's impact on Trump-era conservatism is indisputable, cementing his reputation as a key character in contemporary political discourse, even though their collaboration has generated discussions over the function of the media in politics. The evolution of his radio show. Although Sean Hannity's radio career started modestly, his show soon grew in popularity and became one of the most well-liked shows in the nation. The nationally syndicated Sean Hannity Show offers conservative viewpoints on current affairs and news. Hannity has maintained his listeners' interest for decades with his accessible demeanor and capacity to handle audience concerns. He's used new tactics and technology, including digital streaming and podcasts, to broaden his audience. Hannity's standing as a titan of the industry is cemented by the development of his radio show, which demonstrates his flexibility and commitment to staying current in a media field that is constantly changing. Sean Hannity's financial success. Sean Hannity's extraordinary financial success results from his intelligent business endeavors and diligent effort. One of the highest-paid media personalities, Hannity has multi-million-dollar contracts with premier networks and Fox News for his radio and television programs. He is a well-known figure in the media world with yearly profits exceeding $40 million. Hannity has demonstrated a talent for business outside of TV, especially in real estate, as seen by his portfolio, which consists of more than 900 properties spread across several states. These investments have assured his financial future, demonstrating his business savvy. Hannity is unrepentant, even though his riches are frequently criticized, seeing it as the result of his tenacity and astute judgment. He's well known for his charitable endeavors, subtly aiding issues like disaster assistance and veterans initiatives. Hannity's financial accomplishments demonstrate his drive for personal benefit and desire for more influence. He utilizes his fortune to support issues that are important to him and to empower others. Challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. Global media personalities faced previously unheard-of difficulties due to the COVID-19 outbreak, and Sean Hannity was no different. Hannity, well known for his candid opinions, utilized his position to criticize government actions, raise concerns about lockdown procedures, and promote the protection of individual freedoms. His early doubts about the virus's seriousness and his remarks on mask mandates, which many perceived as divisive, prompted harsh criticism. Hannity later struck a compromise between his conservative views and public health concerns by advising viewers to take the virus seriously and speak with their doctors about vaccinations. Behind the scenes, Hannity showed tenacity and inventiveness by adapting the production of his show to remote operations. Experts and frontline workers frequently participated in his talks, providing a variety of viewpoints. Hannity's ability to handle divisive topics while maintaining audience interest was fully displayed during this time. He kept his relevance during a worldwide crisis by appealing to the anxieties and annoyances of his audience. His impact in conservative media. No one has influenced conservative media more than Sean Hannity. He rose through the talk radio ranks to become a prominent character on Fox News, where he combined storytelling and commentary to produce a distinctive style of political debate. He made a name for himself and established a standard for others with his steadfast defense of conservative principles and readiness to refute liberal narratives. Hannity's work has further diversified right-leaning media spaces by igniting the growth of conservative media sites like Newsmax and the Daily Wire. In addition to programming, Hannity is recognized for helping conservative viewers feel connected to one another by giving them a voice and a sense of approval in a divided media environment. His influence goes beyond his performances because he regularly promotes political causes and grassroots movements. Hannity's influence extends beyond its viewership figures. It also shapes an ideology and strengthens the movement, guaranteeing that conservative principles dominate American politics. Sean Hannity's parenting style. Sean Hannity's commitment to his family is evident in his parenting style, which balances his well-known profession and desire to raise grounded kids. Inspired by his working-class background, Hannity, a father to Mary and Sean Patrick, strongly emphasizes virtues like self-control, modesty, and religion. Despite his notoriety, he has prioritized his children's privacy and normalcy by keeping them out of the spotlight. Hannity has told stories about how he instilled in his kids the importance of perseverance and frequently pushed them to achieve their goals on their own. Despite his hectic schedule, he values family meals and candid discussions since they help to build a solid link. His kids' accomplishments demonstrate the supportive atmosphere. Mary was a superb collegiate tennis player, while Sean Patrick took a more private route. Fatherhood is Hannity's most treasured role, and his parenting style reflects the values of freedom, family, and faith that he espouses in public life. Reflections on life and legacy. Looking back on a decades-long career, Sean Hannity's path is a monument to tenacity and fortitude. Before entering the radio industry, Hannity worked as a bartender and general contractor. He overcame early obstacles, such as losing his first radio job, to attain unmatched success. He frequently talks about his modest upbringing and gives his parents credit for teaching him virtues like tenacity and diligence. The stories he tells his audience are shaped by these thoughts, which also impart valuable life lessons about following one's convictions and pursuing one's aspirations. Hannity's legacy extends beyond his television empire and includes his broader impact on promoting conservative values and influencing public opinion. His influence extends beyond radio as he supports humanitarian initiatives and advocates for individual liberties. Hannity defines great success as inspiring people and leaving a legacy of faith, tenacity, and service reverberating on and off the air. The future of Sean Hannity. A dynamic force in American media, Sean Hannity is constantly altering to adapt to the needs of a quickly shifting environment. He's embracing digital platforms, seeing their increasing significance in reaching a younger audience, even as he continues to dominate radio and television. Hannity has pursued new endeavors, such as podcasting and even writing more books, to capitalize on the popularity of his earlier successes. He is unwavering in his resolve to promote conservative values in the face of criticism and political changes. Hannity's dedication to activism and storytelling guarantees his voice will continue influencing national dialogues. He will probably focus more on topics he's enthusiastic about in the future, like minimal government and constitutional liberties. Hannity's influence is growing, whether expanding his media empire or mentoring the upcoming generation of conservative broadcasters. He continues to be a reliable source of information, amusement, and inspiration for his audience. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon